What is up, everybody? It's day 32. Hope y'all are having a great Labor Day. Anyways, great Labor Day today. I had a good one. I actually went to the office, got to hang out with Marcus Walker and Chase Blackman, and I got to make a bunch of calls, got to do some studying that was involved today, and then also some people actually got on my website, and I got to talk to them today, so I set them up with a search and set up a couple that I talked to yesterday for a search at the open house, and both of them were very receptive to what I had to offer, so that's exciting. Starting to make bigger strides on day 31, 32. I can't remember. I just put it on there. 32. A little bit bigger strides into this real estate environment. I'm excited. Like I said, it moves kind of slow, but once it hits, it's gonna start going pretty fast. So I'm trying to get all the trainings done and set up all my systems before that train just starts chugging along, going super fast. So today, what else did I got today? Basic kid stuff. Actually, Eleanor went to bed last night at like 6 o'clock. We drove over to Grammy's and she fell asleep before dinner, and then ended up sleeping till like 5:45 this morning. So poor girl missed dinner last night. But she was up early with me and wanted to eat right away. So understandably, she was hungry. Harper spent the night at Grammy's, so it was just me and Eleanor this morning. She got to ride the Jeep, but got to work out. I'm kind of liking these 7:30 workouts. Tomorrow's gonna be a little bit later. I'm gonna go meet Mr. Jeff over at the Bayshore Athletic. He's the Bayshore Athletic director over there. I'm gonna go meet with him, see if I can't volunteer some of my time to some of the athletes that they have, some of the high school athletes that they have over there. Maybe share my knowledge and expertise with them, maybe once or twice a week. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be exciting, and just changing other people's lives. Like I said, I'm here to change people's lives and make people's dreams come true. So let's talk about what I wanted, the part I want to talk to you today about is how to pick a mortgage lender. And that's pretty important when it comes to buying a house and on your credit, buying a house, and just who you pick. We actually used, basically, I don't even know what it was called, but it was out of New York, and they ended up messing up a little bit, and we ended up paying probably like $1,000 more because we had to store the U-Hauls, we had to pay extra days, and because we couldn't move in for 3 days because the settlement statement didn't come in, or not the settlement statement, the settlement statement. Basically, you had 3 days to review it, and we didn't have 3 days. Closing closing statement. We didn't have 3 days because they got it in late, and the mortgage broker wasn't talking to the seller's broker, their relocation company, and ended up messing it all up. So I feel like if we would have used the local company, it would have been a lot better. So first thing, number one, know your credit score and figure out what you have to do to get the credit score higher. But you have to be careful with that. I have learned over the past few months that if you pick there's a lot of local brokers here in town that will actually help you fix your credit. So if your credit, say, is like a 580, 590, and you need to be at that 640 to get the FHA loan, like, talk to one of them, have them run your credit, and see if they can help you fix it. Because if you go run your credit and say you have these 5 different things they're delinquent on there, they can run it to see which ones you should pay off first. Doesn't always mean the biggest one needs to be come off first. Sometimes it's the biggest payment that needs to come off first. You might have the bigger payment, but a lower balance on that one, where you have a higher balance on one and a lower payment on the other, on that one. So it just depends on the payment and the ratio that they go through. So get with one of them, but you can use Credit Karma, or just get your credit. You can get it through FICOscore.com. There's a couple other ones, but get that. See what it looks like. Get your credit report. See what it looks like, and then talk to one of the brokers here in town, and go from there. figure out what they want you to do and things like that. So the other thing is know the difference between the interest rate and the APR, where a lot of those online ones won't tell you exactly what you want to know until you actually ask. They'll just tell you about the interest rate, and you just see interest rates at 3.2, but the actual APR is like a 3.8, because the difference between the interest rate and the APR is going to be the interest rate is just the price you pay for borrowing money. The APR is the total cost of the money, the interest rate of total cost of borrowing money, which is the interest rate, plus any fees that they have tacked onto it. So like the origination fee or points and different things to get, and of those that you have to pay outright to get to the interest rate of like 3.0. So it could cost you more in the long run. So you got to really know the difference between the interest rate and the APR. Number 3, know what consumers are paying. So you could go to like a loan savings calculator and figure out, once you know your credit score and how much you're going to borrow, like put it into the calculator and see what other people are paying for their interest rates through that calculator. Pretty simple to do. You could probably just Google the name interest loan savings calculator, and it'll pop up. You can compare the different rates and things like that. And like I said, number 4 is look beyond the APR. Basically, look at how quick the lender is going to respond to you and how they respond to you. Are they only going to be from email? Will they answer your phone calls? Will they answer text messages? How available are they going to be to you? Like when you call, is it going to take them like 2 or 3 days to get back to you? And that can happen. It kind of happened to us. Like we were trying to battle it out, trying to get this done right, and we ended up with a 3-day rule, and it ended up costing us a lot of money. So just because they might have a little bit extra fees, but they are very responsive and like they tend to your needs better, it might be worth paying the extra little bit. Number 5, you want to shop around for sure. And a lot of them have, like, some of them here in town are actual brokers. Like we use 2 or 3 different ones, and they'll actually shop around for you and try and compare the best way for you to get the best price on the actual mortgage for your house. Now, the good thing about that is you're actually going to talk to the mortgage broker, and he or she is going to be the one that is your contact person the whole time. You don't have to go to the banks and things like that. But you can always check your credit union, your local bank, whatever bank you use, like a Chase or Wells Fargo or something like that. But you might get a better rate through a mortgage broker. You know, you never know. Number six right here is consider all the factors and choose what's best for you. Basically, you just got to go through number three, what the consumers are paying, basically the APR, and talk to the broker and talk to the lender and find out which ones are going to be for you. Like I said earlier, like just because the fact that the APR might be a little bit higher and you might pay a little bit more, it might be better to go with them because they're going to get the job done. They're going to close within 30 days or 45 days, whatever you're trying to close in. Where the one that says, oh, you get this rate, it's going to be cheaper and no fees, nothing, they might not respond to you or anything like that, but actually take longer to close because they're not getting their stuff put together right. The packet's not done on the day that you want to close, and that'll extend your closing day, causing you more money and more fees and more heartache in the long run. So be sure to discuss with the broker, with the lender, all your concerns, and those are just basic 6 steps. There's a ton more that I'm going to go over, and I'll probably bring on David, which is a good friend of ours. He has the Bank of England here in Daphne, and he is a great broker. He's on the phone all the time. Not all the time, but I mean, if you call him, he's going to answer the phone. He's there for the people. And we got Diana Will. She's awesome. She's going to be another broker that we use. She's pretty bad. She's a go-getter. She's always going to answer the phone and answer text messages. She's going to call you all the time. So those two are pretty big ones right now. But those are the 6 steps. So let me know if you have any questions. And I really want to get one of those two definitely on a live with us, or even on a video, and I'll post the video. And we'll do just basically kind of dive in depth, maybe like 10 to 15 minutes in depth video of what's the best way to pick a mortgage broker or even just a mortgage lender, and just find out what some of those fees are that we don't know anything about. Alright, anyways, have a great day today. I'm going to go back in, take care of the kids. I might mow the yard, I don't know yet. It's getting kind of long. Anyways, have a great day.